Ever wondered why some people love deep thinking while others can solve problems with their hands in an instant? Or maybe you find yourself zoning out during details but thriving in big picture thinking? Well, it turns out there's a reason for that. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of brain types, how to find yours and why understanding it could totally change the way you approach life, work, and even relationships. So are you a creative thinker, a logical thinker, or something else entirely? Let's find out and see why knowing your brain type isn't just fun, it can help you unlock your full potential. Now, why should you care about knowing your brain type? I mean, isn't it just a fun fact? Well, not really. Knowing your brain type can give you insight into how you approach tasks, relationships, and even your career. Let me break it down for you. Let's say you're a left-brained thinker and you're stuck in a creative job. You may feel frustrated by how chaotic and unpredictable things are. Knowing this, you could focus on developing your creative skills or work in environments that value logical, step-by-step approaches. You can work smarter, not harder. On the flip side, if you're right-brained, you might struggle in highly structured environments. Understanding this, you could look for careers or hobbies that allow you to explore new ideas and innovate. It's all about finding the right fit. In relationships, understanding brain types can be a game changer. If you're with someone who is highly analytical and you're all about feelings and intuition, it can be hard to communicate. But when you understand your cognitive preferences, you can bridge that gap. You'll know when to be more direct and when to bring in the emotional or creative side of things to connect better with others. Let's talk about career. Do you ever feel like you're not in the right role? If you're a practical-brained thinker stuck in a job that requires tons of theory or analysis, you might feel drained. Understanding your brain type can help you choose a profession that aligns with your natural strength. For example, creative brain people might love working in fields like design, advertising, or entertainment, while left-brain folks could excel in engineering, accounting, or programming. Finally, once you know your brain type, you can leverage your natural strengths. Whether you need to focus on developing weaker areas or just hone the skills that come naturally to you, this awareness gives you the power to level up your life. First, let's break it down. What are brain types? Brain types refer to different ways our brains process information, make decisions, and solve problems. You may have heard the terms left-brained or right-brained before. These terms came from the idea that people either lean toward logical, analytical thinking, left-brained, or creative, intuitive thinking, right-brained. But it's actually a bit more complex than that. Neuroscientists have identified that there are several types of brain functions that influence how we process information. These include logical, emotional, creative, and practical ways of thinking. And trust me, you could be a blend of several. Most people aren't strictly one or the other. Left-brained, analytical, and logical. If you're someone who loves structure, facts, and clear instructions, you're likely left-brained. Left-brained individuals tend to be good at tasks like math, programming, or anything that requires detail-oriented thinking. Right-brained, creative, intuitive. On the flip side, right-brained thinkers are all about creativity, imagination, and big-picture thinking. If you're someone who thrives in brainstorming sessions, art, or coming up with new ideas, your brain is probably more right-dominant. Whole-brained balanced. Then we have the whole-brained people, those who use both sides of the brain equally. These folks can switch from analyzing the problem to thinking outside the box effortlessly. They're often the best at blending creativity with logic. Practical-brained, action-oriented. And don't forget the practical thinkers. These are the individuals who prefer to solve problems through action. They like to test things out, fix them on the go, and get hands-on solutions. These are the doers in the world, always moving forward and figuring things out in real time. Okay, now you're probably wondering, what brain type am I? Well, there are a couple of easy ways to figure that out. Let's start by doing a quick mental check. Think about these two questions. Do you prefer to follow a structured routine or improvise as you go? If you love routine, you might lean toward left-brained or practical-brained. If you thrive on spontaneity, you might be more right-brained or whole-brained. When solving problems, do you prefer to analyze and break things down, or do you go with your gut and feel your way through it? Analytical problem solvers are usually left-brained or logical, while intuitive, feeling-based problem solvers may be more right-brained. There are even online quizzes where you can get a clearer idea of your brain type. They ask questions about your preferences in learning, working, and processing information. It's a fun way to get some clarity on where you might lean. But remember, it's not about putting yourself in a box, it's about understanding your unique way of thinking. All right, now that you know your brain type, how do you use this info to actually make a difference in your day-to-day life? If you're a logical thinker, use tools like to-do lists, calendars, and time blocking. If you're creative, try brainstorming sessions and mind maps to structure your thoughts. Are you a visual learner or more hands-on? Knowing this helps you study smarter, whether that means watching educational videos or experimenting directly with the material. Focus on roles that align with your brain type, but more importantly, keep learning. Even if you're not naturally inclined to a particular skill, understanding your brain type lets you know which areas you might need to focus on to develop. Finally, stress can look different depending on your brain type. For instance, left-brained individuals might feel overwhelmed by chaotic situations, while right-brained thinkers might struggle with repetitive tasks. Knowing this, you can find ways to manage stress effectively and adjust your environment for better results. So whether you're a logical thinker, a creative genius, or a bit of both, understanding your brain type isn't just a fun fact, it's a powerful tool you can use to optimize your life. So why not unlock your brain's potential and take control of your success, communication, and even happiness? Let me know in the comments. What brain type do you think you are? And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little brain type discovery in their life. Catch you in the next one.